Salutations, YouTube, and we will be drawing. Now, what will we be drawing? I have no idea. So, this is where this will come in handy. Alright, now let me unlock my freaking tablet. Now, I don't want any of y'all stalking me, so I don't want to, you know. Eh. Alright, so, essentially, let's see. What do I feel like drawing? I quite legitimately have no idea, so. Let's just see. More ideas. Drawings. I don't know, man. Let's do some scrolls or whatever. I don't know, man. I really don't know on this one. So, should I just start off doing like warm-up drawings? I guess essentially I will. Find like little warm-up sketches and stuff like that to draw something. Essentially, usually when I don't know what to draw, I just scroll a little bit till I find something that I like, or I just draw from my brain. Essentially, this will be a draw with me live stream, and I will typically post what I drew and put it as the thumbnail. So essentially, I like to exercise these ideas. Let's go to something a little bit more cooler, right? This is pretty cool, I would say. That is very cool. So I might do this one. Something like that. But I've drawn a few lions actually, so essentially, I mean, I don't mind doing another lion. Why not? Essentially, drawing lines is always a vibe. So we're gonna probably do a lion. Now, which one are we gonna do? I have no idea. I do want to welcome the people in that's joining the stream, passing through. You know what I'm saying? But this probably one of them. It's 12 a.m. where I'm at right now. So let's look around. You know, let's just focus the camera. Essentially, these are some pretty good lions, I would say. I vibe with this one. This is pretty cool. This is pretty good too as well. And you know, essentially we can build structures off of these. And you know, we get it going. And it's not necessarily clickbait because I got my pad right here. But I just like to, you know, get a good little reference or something like that. See what I vibe with, what I don't vibe with. Now we could do something like this, essentially. But I think I like doing streams like these because firstly they're chill, you know what I'm saying? They're real chill. very subtle. Um, but typically, I could have turned only subs on, sub only mode on for people that want to talk to me, because I really don't be trying to, just talk to just any old body. Some people be tweaking, but essentially, I don't necessarily mind. So we're gonna just find a good little reference to go off of. Now this one is, I like that right there. That's pretty cool. That's a good structure to go off of. Very excellent structure. I'm just looking at a few ideas, get a little inspiration. You know. Um. Oh, this one is very good. All right, so let's get to it. Now, this is my process for art. So essentially, you know, we're gonna be drawing a lion. So firstly, I like to break it down into portions. Okay. So I typically would draw a shape that I vibe with. I break it down into shapes. Because lions and animals are essentially just geometry. Essentially, you can have a triangle guideline right here. You can have that one right here. This is a good one right here. And these lines are a little darkened, but essentially, don't necessarily have to. And the lion's mouth is going to be practically equal to each other. Like essentially right here, you don't want to pull this line too far down. Mm-mm. So we will go back right here, and we will add this right here, and we would add a little shape out right here. And it really just starts off very subtle. I feel like most people, when they start out drawings, they want it to look exactly like what they're drawing at first. But essentially, doesn't have to always be the case. Just take your time with it, vibe with it, and it will vibe with you. Essentially, and this is like most definitely in real time. And this actually keeps the solidity and validity of what I'm drawing. So people actually know I'm drawing these things, as up to people that be tracing their art and then putting it online and making a post about it and acting like they drew it. So essentially, this can debunk anyone that's essentially feeling like I'm not drawing these stuff. Because I do run into a bunch of people that do typically tend to try to play my art skills. And I don't know if some people mean to do it on purpose or what they be having going on. But some people do feel like I'm not drawing it. Some people like, bro, you're not drawing, or there's no way you drew it. But all the time, essentially, drawing has always been a part of my life. So when I do draw, it's just really, really casual process. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing too intense for me, but I just enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Cause it's like one of them chill things that I get to do. Essentially, bring creativity out. You know what I'm saying? And it allows me to express myself in a way without being censored. Because usually when I talk about certain stuff, bro, y'all, I be in real life censored. Um, Heavily, like real heavy. So some people like, bro, just talk about what you want to talk about. But I essentially cannot do that. Okay. Or at least not on the freaking online. Because most people don't understand. When they're like, just talk, bro. And I'm like, yeah. People want me to talk until I talk about something that, is probably a little bit deeper for them. So essentially, I try to watch what I'm saying, but then again, I enjoy being authentic at the same exact time. So sometimes people just get what they get, and they just gonna have to be mad. You know what I'm saying? At that point, now do I intend to make people mad? Not necessarily, but it just happens. You know, it happens sometimes. But I just be speaking the reality. And in this sense, we're just gonna be drawing a lion. Essentially, I'm just gonna be showing y'all the process of that I be doing when it comes to art in general. Um, so let's get it. And we pretty much already got the lion down, but why do I like drawing? That's a very good question. I mean, because essentially, yeah, it's a way to express. It's a formula of expression. So essentially, I can't necessarily help it. It's in my nature. So we gonna just keep on going. Um, and I do pray that everybody's days or nights or whatever is going on is pretty good. Some people typically don't be having good days, but I see every day as a good day. Honestly, if I'm being real and being legitimate, I do see every day as a good day because each day could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. And that's my advice that I give to people. And some people get mad when I say that, but essentially, hey man, it could get a lot worse, bro. If you broke your arm, you could have broke your arm and your back. I mean, essentially, that's the way I see it. So, you're like, bro, what type of advice is that? But essentially, hey man, you could have broke your arm and your back, my bro. So just be happy. If you only broke your arm, be happy you only broke your arm. Um, and when I tell people stuff like that, some people real life be getting pissed. But I don't be saying it to be an ass or a douchebag or anything like that. But it's just um, it's just the reality. It's just one of those things that cannot be avoided, essentially. And this lion actually is coming together pretty well, I would say. The hell? The hell? You gotta see it for yourself until the lion bites you in the face, man. And I hockey drew this a lot bigger than I originally would like. But I guess this will help me with proportions when it comes to drawing certain things. A lot up close, you know. Um, and this is just something that I just see. Which, I mean, you know, it's just a casual process. And people will be able to see this from start to finish. So we're just gonna keep on grinding. Each and every day is a grind. And I got this webcam, man. Like, it's like, man, come on. This is where I can get to show you all the details. Because I know, like, some people was telling me, like, yo, it's hard for me to see. So essentially, it's a little bit deeper. You know? But we just vibing right now. Now we just on a live stream. Essentially, and with drawing the freaking mane of a freaking lion, bro, that is my favorite thing to draw in a lion. It's the mane. Like, people have their preferred parts, but me, I vibe with drawing the lion's mane because it's just a relaxing process. Just drawing the lion's mane because it's I don't know, man. It's something about drawing a lion that I vibe with drawing lions. Maybe I would want to be a lion, but you know, it's just a very good process. Food Love Story says, wow, nice. Appreciate you, family. Please consider subscribing if you really vibe, you know? But you know, just drawing lions and stuff like that is very, very essentially relaxing, you know? To me. You know that no one is watching. I am sad. Well, you're watching, so you count as somebody. So you don't gotta be sad. Well, the time that I'm live streaming right now is 12:19. So, well, 12:19 a.m., which typically people usually sleep around this time. So it makes sense. It does make a little sense. It does make a little sense. It says shading or color. I might do both, actually. But right now I'm doing the line work, you know what I'm saying? Just doing a little line work, you know what I mean? Just getting the lines all right. And that's the vibe, you know? And this is just something that I just vibe with on, you know? Just drawing a lion, and I draw pretty much anything, so it's pretty fun. You're an artist as well. Well, don't hesitate to draw with me. You know what I'm saying? Just draw a little something. You feel me? You'll be a stick man, essentially. So my thing is, I just vibe with doing I do a lot of character customization on my spare time. So when I draw like animals and stuff, this is just a way that I can stay in tune with my realism. So do I want to see? I wouldn't mind seeing your art, I guess. Which I do have Discord for anybody that wanted to share art or anything like that. That's the fastest way people can like show me their artwork. Now, not everybody uses Discord, but I just use that because most streamers is pretty much easier for people to contact me or a streamer in general through Discord. And my Discord is the King of Respect 777, and you will see it because of that picture that's back there, which is how it looks. So you will most definitely see that. I gotta text my wife back, see what she on. You feel me? But you know, that's where we at so far. I'm drawing a lion. Can you add the chat ID on Discord? Yeah. This is where freaking my Discord is. I can show you the Discord real quick, so you can see the Discord tag or whatever. Let's see. All right, this is my Discord right here. So you can just screenshot that. It's the King of Respect 777. That's where it's at. And then you can just easily show me your art. You feel me? Cause I got so much artwork. Like I got like freaking books all filled with art and stuff like that. And that whole suitcase over there is art, essentially. This is where I will set in the details for this lion. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Can I show my old artwork? I mean, I got so much artwork. Yeah, like you'd probably be learning for freaking years if I showed you everything. But I can show you some. This is my original characters right here. So OCs, some more OCs of mine. Another original character. These are original characters that I'm animating. Netsu and Mango. Well, Mango. Some more OCs. I like Neptune. Yeah, I'm already knowing you a child. Some more OCs of mine. Some more OCs. Some more original characters. More original characters. Some more original characters. Some more original characters right here. Some more original characters. All these are really original characters right here. We got Relezzo, another original character of mine. Join the council. What's good? What it do, family? Make sure you hit the like button, fam. And subscribe if you really do vibe, you know what I'm saying? We're just vibing right now. More original characters. Some more original characters right here. Alright, now this right here is Huey from Boondocks. This is not my original character. This is Gojo. Not my original character. This is Bakugo. Then we got Dao. I forgot what show Dao's from. Then we have Netsuri from Demon Slayer. Then we got Shinron. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, I could do you my work. Yeah, I was just trying to tell you, I got so much artwork. Like you would be y'all would be stuck looking for like years if I showed y'all everything that I do. Quite legitimately. But art is just like something that I'm real good at. I just vibe with it though, you know. It's always a vibe. Always. Essentially. But you know. And it goes into detailing and stuff like that. But essentially it's just something that's real easy to me. But I just vibe with art so much. Advil liquid gels target pain caused by inflammation. They're faster, stronger, and longer lasting than and dude said join the council. Ah, that's too funny. That's real strength. That's wild. That is wild. That is a wild statement on their behalf. Super wild statement. Essentially, one thing I do notice about lions is, they're pretty straightforward to draw, no cap. But they're essentially just a vibe. But they're not my favorite animal, though. My favorite animal is a cheetah. Which I should have drawn a cheetah instead of drawing a freaking lion. But I just couldn't help it. Because I like drawing manes. The manes of a lion. So, how long have you been drawing, if I may ask? Because typically I feel like most of my viewers do be children. In most cases. Or people that discover my art channel. You said 4 years. It's not a bad time, I guess. I've been drawing pretty much my whole life. So it's over 20 years of experience, I would say. It's just one of those things, you know? Like once you pick it up, it's just something that you just can't stop doing, I would say. Now you're 11. I think when I was 11, I was pretty fluent at drawing. I would say. Can I join your server Discord? I do not know. Wait, did you even add me on Discord yet? Nope. I don't know what your Discord is. But I am a professional artist, so I've been doing this for a minute. It said join. You didn't tell me your Discord name, so join the server link. You didn't say the server link. You didn't say your Discord name or anything. So there's no way for me to just join the server link. Like, I already told you my Discord name. So if you did wanted me to join the Discord, all you have to do is just add me on Discord and then send me your link, you know. That's how that works, you know. I won't just magically, deliciously know your link. I'm not an all-knowing, omnipotent omniscient deity. You do know that, right? Surely you know. Name the king friend. Mine. Wait a minute. Are you thinking logically? I don't think you're thinking logically. Hold up, man. All you gotta do is just add me on Discord, and then just send me your Discord so that I can see your art. You know what I'm saying? That's just the logical way to do it, honestly. Because I don't really Because the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of people that's told me, like, type this in, and I go type it in and nothing pops up. So it's like, yeah. But that would be the fastest way you could show me how your art looks. You know what I'm saying? But typically, what I have found to be the case is, especially with children, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all would be like, type this in, and it's not what it did not be what y'all be telling me. So So I don't know if like that's a troll move or what, but just be weird. And then if I type in the king friend, we'll see. Watch this. You gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. I see you. Now I see you. Okay. All right. I added you. Boom. Yo. All right. See that? I just put yo up on that mud. So now you can just easily show me that art that you're talking about. So let's see. Let's see it. Let's see it. See if you have skill or not. Let's see if you have skill. Skill or no skill. And this will be a test to see if someone has skill or not, y'all. So let's see the art, bro. Let's see the art, man. My best bet is My best bet is so you cannot what, fam? You cannot what? Send me the server link? You play any game? See, now you asking me about a game, man. I thought you added me on Discord to show me some art, bro. Now you moving the pole. Come on now. Y'all children, bro. Y'all children be bugging, bro. And if it's not GTA 6, I'm probably not finna hop on it, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and be 100 with you. 100,000 wild with you. We got Alina up in the building. What it do, Alina? Appreciate you dropping that like button. You feel me? Showing some support. Make sure if you really do vibe, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got any art suggestions that y'all want me to do, man, just type that out. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, because I'm pretty much done with this lion. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. This line is done. Pretty much. So what's next, y'all? What's next? What we drawing next, y'all? And I hope I say the name right. It's Eleanor. Said, bro, it went. Wait, did you send something? Hold up. Let's see. Yep, nothing. Bro, it went the account. I'll make one more. Wait a minute, I got you added already, fam. You gotta make about 85 accounts, man. I legit added you back, fam. Should I color this? I might legitimately color this. Actually. Let me get these freaking color pencils. Oh snap. Get this over here. Freaking webcam over this mod. What do for the people tapping in, y'all? We just vibing, y'all, man. Make sure y'all drawing something with me, man. ladies and gents. And if you're just not joining in, make sure you hit that like button, you feel me? Because we most definitely going in. Two extra people joined, so make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I know who hit the like button, because guess what? Yeah, let me trip y'all out real quick. Yeah, that's trippy, ain't it? Let me chill out, bro. You know, gave somebody a seed drop in their mind. I'm sewing. The king of respect gave me a sager. Let me chill out. But yeah, y'all, welcome to the live stream. If this y'all first time in the live stream, you feel me? And I enjoy how good this camera is, bro. Like it picks up like so much. Like my other camera that I was utilizing. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but this camera was pretty good, man. I would say. So let's make this a little bit more fur-like. You know what I'm saying? And where everybody watching from? Like, you know, like is y'all on it? The freaking phone, the freaking TV. Some people be on TV watching, you know what I'm saying? So they can't even type. But this is the authentic process. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Somebody freaking making it. Oh, so he freaking making a whole nother account. We gonna see how that go. Alright, so we gonna get these prism colors out, y'all. Right here. Freaking open it. I can open this with one hand. There we go. Hey. We got every color we need to get this lion right. What color eyes should I get this lion? Because I got a few colors and stuff like that, but we can really just, you know, work with it. Essentially, what would I start with? All right, let's start with a light color. Now, essentially, because the email has error. Oh, okay. So that's why you gotta redo another one. All right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, that's too light. You have GTA 5. I already told you, man. I'm not finna hop on GTA 5, bro. If it ain't GTA 6, I'm not finna hop on it. Because GTA 5 is played out, man. It's played out, bro. My GTA 5 days are over. And I know GTA 6 is gonna drop in November, but still, essentially, same point. Same point. I'm just tired of GTA 5, honestly. Now, no hard feelings towards GTA 5. It was fun while it lasted, but no, you ain't gotta apologize. That's what you like to play, fam. Don't ever apologize for something that you like to play, bro. I'm just letting you know the way that I see GTA 6 or GTA 5 versus GTA 6. Cause essentially, I'm over the GTA 5, man. I'm just over it, fam. It was fun while it lasted. Cause keep in mind, I'm 26, so I seen GTA 5 when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? In 2013. So it's a wrap for me. You feel me? It's a wrap. And for whoever hit that like button, y'all, is the MVP. MVP. Make sure y'all hit that sub button too, y'all, because we is on the way to we trying to hit 1,000. Trying to hit 1,000, man. Make sure y'all drawing with me, man. Yeah, I don't care if you just draw a stick, man. You feel me? But I mean, GTA 5 was always a vibe though. You know, I ain't gonna bash it or nothing like that. I ain't gonna bash it. You feel me? I'm not gonna bash GTA 5, man. It was good. It was fun while it lasted, bro. I'm a millionaire in GTA 5, so that's kind of why I hung it up. So essentially, it became boring, a little dull, you know. This is a little dull to me, but we just gonna, you know, it was alright while it lasted, I would say. And right here, what we doing, y'all, we just adding in a little flavor, you know, here and there. Nothing too severe, like Paul Revere. Don't hate me, but my father has my phone for Gmail. I will come back at morning. No, you all good, fam. No, I ain't gonna hate you because you know. I ain't. Oh, no, hate, that's a very powerful word right there. I'm not gonna hate you for something so simple. You know what I'm saying? I ain't built like that. Yeah, your father saying, hey, you gotta get that phone up. You gotta get ready for school in the morning, bro. That's essentially what that be, fam. I'm already knowing how I be when y'all be children, bro. I used to be a child, bro. Just make sure y'all doing exactly what y'all parents telling y'all to do, man. Appreciate the trophy, fam. Real MVP, man. Real MVP. Stay cool, man. Stay cool. See you around. See you around. Make sure you don't forget to hit that sub button if you didn't hit it already. That way you can find me when I go live again. Cause typically I just be doing live streams, just vibing. You know what I'm saying? Essentially. And this lion gonna be turned. No cap. It's gonna be turned by the time you see me post. I'm gonna post it too. So if you see me posting the art, just go and hit the like button on that mug. You know what I'm saying? Cause I do post art very frequently, and I do recommendations. So if you want me to draw something, so next time you join the live stream, you can see it. Just let me know. I'll be doing art for free until I hit a certain subscriber count. You know what I'm saying? Then it might be a different story. But right now, everything's free. You feel me? Everything's freezies for the frizzy. Sharpen cam. Sharpen cam. Let's see. Always gotta keep the pencils real sharp, y'all. That's the way you get the best art, for real, for real. Sharp pencils. And for the people that just joined in, that's what we're working on the Lion. I typically don't tend to, stop. Yeah. I might have to sharpen all these, but I ain't gonna sharpen every last one of them. I'm just gonna sharpen the ones I'm using. Respectfully. I wish I could show my drawings. I mean, the only way I know is Discord that I can do effectively. Cause essentially, I don't utilize other platforms for real, for real. So we're gonna just lock in these colors. And that's the thing I love about art, man. It's just so casual. It's such a fun process, a procedure. Um, and practically almost anybody could do it, man. That's why I vibe with it so heavy. You know? And you can just add little layers on it. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you. And I will be opening up an art school in a little while. But firstly, I gotta finish college. Then when I finish that, I'm gonna get me a warehouse. And after get my warehouse, that's when my art school gonna open up. I'm gonna teach anybody and everybody how to draw whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Some people be asking me questions like, bro, how do you draw stuff so easily? And it just seems like such a fun process for you, but I just be vibing. And practically your art is gonna look how you practically are feeling. So I try to tell people stay in the right mood. Let me just do a little webcam view real quick, pan it so people can see the progress real quick for when I post this on my page. But I always encourage people to keep on progressing in art, man. It's such a fun process. No one cares about LifeLock. Stop feeding the dogs garbage. I'm a huge advocate for that. Some people be feeding their dogs real garbage. Yeah, just let them get a taste of some real food, man. Of course, don't overdo it with something unhealthy, but essentially they're animals, so their natural instinct is to eat meat. So a little healthy snack here and there. We'll do a dog sanity, very good. We're gonna switch to another selection. Bye, see me after. All good. See you around, fam. Appreciate you for stopping by the live stream, giving me an opportunity to entertain you a little bit. Whether you finna hop on the game or whatever, pray that you have a good rest of your night. You know what I'm saying? Vibe out. Vibe out. Because I'm still gonna be being great. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, see, these colors are coming in. Yep. That's where these colors start coming in real quick. You know what I'm saying? Man, art's so fun. I'm not gonna cap to y'all, man. It's just fun for some weird reason. Super fun. This is my safe zone right here. No cap. It's just something about art, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's just It's addictive. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. And then I be getting paid from doing art, so it's like, man, who not finna do it? Man, what? It's more than a hobby. I'm a professional, so that's what I vibe with about art, man. You do it good enough, well enough, people will be willing to pay you for it. Just a vibe. We doing the shopping cam. And as my teacher would say, or as I would say, if it's not sharp enough to stab somebody, then it's not sharp. Not promoting violence in any way, shape, or form. But essentially, you want that art pretty good sharpness. You feel me? That art real good. And essentially, yeah, hey man, we just add these colors up in there. Just lightly. And hey, this is the beauty of the art, man. Like you get up close with this mud. Because you know, most of these freaking lions got like these very, I say like brown eyes, but it's like a freaking hue to it of, let's pull it back right here. We pull the textures. You get these textures over here. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I vibe with this new camera, bro. I ain't gonna cap to y'all, man. I'm probably gonna be on this camera for like maybe at least a year or so. Let's add a little bit more detailing, texture, shading to the face. Wait, I'm freaking messing up the panel. God. Hold on, man. Whoa. This is wild. And essentially, you don't want to overdo it with some of these browns, especially not in the front of the the face of the lion, because you know the mane is going to be brown, so you want to have that healthy balance of browns. Essentially, just not overdoing it with the browns, because you know people will be looking at it like, you know, what the hell is there? And we could add these textures up in the eye over here. Essentially, God, God, can you draw me if I send a picture? Yes, I could. But are you going to subscribe? That's the thing. And hit the like button. Please and thank you. But all jokes aside, I could actually. I could. Oh, okay. All right. The only way that I will be able to see your picture or get your picture is Discord, which essentially this is the fastest way that you could send me a picture or anything like that. Right there, the King of Respect 777, and that is my Discord. So let's see how long it takes for you to send the picture. Chaotic. Can you comment it real quick? Right here. The King of React 777. And that's the Discord, man. That's the Discord. That's the Discord, fam. Oh, wait. Okay, see, chaotic. Let's see. Alrighty. Yo. Pop. There we go. Alright, there we go. I see you. Alright, I see you. All good. Now, would you prefer digital or would you just prefer casual? Just casual traditional art. Okay, fair enough. Digital it is. Okay. Digital it is. Digital it is.
Here's the top 3 reasons to switch toothpaste that sits time becomes white. Number 1, 2 shades whiter teeth. Number 2, 24/7 sensitivity protection. 3, it's safe for the enamel. As a dentist, I think it's an amazing choice. Start whitening your teeth with Sensodyne Clinical White.
Man, I just had a funny conversation or comment in my head. It's a in-game model. I'll send a picture, but make it a different pose. Okay. Let's see. So a guy in a hat with the freaking shades, with his hands out. Do I have to make it just like that, or do you want me to spice it up? Cause that's a little bit honestly, that's a bit too easy. Spice it up. Okay, 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 okay. Fair enough. Thank God, cause yo, if I had to recreate something like that, man, that would be that would be a little bit weird for me. But I could spice it up for you. So most definitely an easy one. That would be an easy one. That would be easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That would be very, very easy. I mean, because with the level of skill that I have for art, and then if I had to like go like that, like that would hurt my brain. No, no offense to the art, but that would wholeheartedly hurt my brain. Um, essentially, but yeah, I most definitely could spice up some art for you, give you something better to work with right there. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. Wait, so is that a design that you did yourself, or did someone else do that for you? Or like, what's the deal? What's the dealio on that one? Make it however I want. Okay, that gives me that freedom, the artistic flair to be able to do what I do best, essentially. Yeah, you did. Okay, fair enough. So that being said, so you want me to draw somebody in a lab coat? Well, not lab coat. That's more so of a trench coat with glasses or shades, should I say? With their hands out. Hmm. I got a few ideas going through my head, factually. So that most definitely would be a very easy one. No cap to you. That would be highly easy. So let's add some lighter colors to this lion real quick. Essentially, I will go with this one. Ah, right now. Oh, yep, there we go. Yep. Yep, that's that color right there. Yep. See that? See that? We bring that lion color out with that. I wouldn't say this is like yellow. I don't know what color this would be. Oh, I guess it would be like a yellowish color. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this lion up for real, for real. Welcome to my world, where I create masterpieces day by day, night by night. So, who's your favorite superhero? Like, are you an anime type person? Because me personally, I'm an anime type person. You know what I'm saying? I vibe with anime more than DC and Marvel. But there are a lot of people, especially children, that vibe with Marvel and stuff like that because their parents don't allow them to watch anime. Which anime is most definitely, I would not say that's for children, but essentially, Some children watch it anyway, because when I was little, I used to stay up real late and watch anime. But you know, nothing essentially wrong with that. Oh yeah, we most definitely pulling that in. Let's pull that in. Yep. Right there. Yep. 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 Yeah, right there. But, you know, I'm more. I really am more so I'm a core anime type person. Cause to me, superheroes and stuff fight too slow. Um, I don't, which I don't know if y'all gonna watch that freaking that Doctor Doom movie that's coming out. But I feel like superheroes fight too slow, so I kind of get bored when I watch it. But me personally, I like anime because they move real fast. It's like a Nani moment, Nani. But you know, and they no hate towards DC or nothing like that. But essentially, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and work on your freaking character real quick, just for the sake of it, just for demonstration purposes. So I mean, I'm gonna come back to this freaking line. Essentially, uh, let me go ahead and work on that real quick, cause I could detail that line all day long, for real, for real. Where's my freaking pencil? And that's the thing when I be drawing, it's like freaking losing stuff, losing my pencil, freaking losing the hilly. I know I'm not tripping. I literally just had the pencil, bruh. Just did I eat the pencil, bruh? Because if I gotta paint it, I'll paint it. But I'm just saying. Let me find a freaking pencil real quick, y'all. What did I do with it, man? Oh, okay. Freaking sitting on. All right, so all right, to fix your character. All right, so let's fix your character. So what I would do is, looks like a lab coat with his hands out. Um, and since your name is chaotic, I'm gonna make it a bit chaotic, bit more chaotic, and then essentially tomorrow when I do another live stream, I'm gonna make it digital. That's how I do it for you. So essentially, we're gonna keep this the same kind of structure essentially. Um, and I'm gonna show you just how quickly you can fix these characters, especially if they're OCs. So what I would do is, clearly I would start with a head. And instead of having his hands, like pointed like forward, into more so angle. Well, let's just draw out the little whereabouts, the little guideline, so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna do a guideline of. All right, so we're gonna do here, and let's make the cloak just be out a little bit right here. Now, essentially, what I will do is pull the hand up here, right? And essentially, as you can see, the hand with the arm is gonna be like up here. Now I would just reflect this on the other side, essentially. And let's just swing it out that way. Because this line swings this way. So I would swing this line this way. And the reason why guidelines are so important when you're drawing, because essentially every picture, even the line that I drew, starts off looking a little cartoony. So don't be afraid of that whenever you're drawing, essentially. What I would do to fix it is let's give him more dimensional hands. Now, to do a guideline for the hand, I'll pull the hand out right here. Then I'll pull the hand out right here. Essentially, let's give him fingers, right? And we will span the fingers the same way. And essentially, what this will allow us to do is let's create a cause like essentially, let me make sure I don't freaking leak my freaking password online. That'd be wild. All right, so essentially, we're gonna give him the same hat. We're gonna give him the same shades. I'm gonna open up his jacket, and I'm gonna do the tie. But essentially, I will do the tie of a tad bit longer. I'm gonna practically keep the same structure of what you were doing, and you see how you got the little panels of the. I'm pretty sure that's like clothage right there that you want to emphasize on. So this is what we do to add the clothage. Let's more so do it like this, right? So essentially, we will keep it. And I'm not gonna change the character all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of guy. But we're gonna put the clothage right here in a span of alignment. Cause I do see some YouTubers that they'll change somebody's character all the way up. Which essentially you did give me the freedom to do that. But essentially I want your character to still be unique to you. Essentially. So let's draw a little button right here and reflect the same thing on this side. So what we were getting at is we're keeping the same texture of what you're doing. Now what I will do is, how about let's give him aura, essentially. Now I will give him like a trench coat type vibe. I assume that's what you were kind of trying to go for. And the darker I add these colors, I guess lines, I can make them dark. But essentially the guidelines, you don't want to be too dark. Whenever you're drawing, man, don't be too dark right away until you figure out essentially where you want everything at, right? And let's go back to your reference, because I want to show you the step-by-step process of what I would be doing. Essentially, since you got a tie right here, your tie is short. Nothing wrong with a short tie, but let's give him a tie. And how about let's swing it and give a life to the character, right? These can be done roughly. And I usually don't use an eraser too much when I'm doing these processes, but essentially there's nothing wrong with erasing. So let's flare out his coat in this sense. Flare it out, right? So now we have this long coat, essentially. Let's keep this alive. You have the pocket, indicating a, pretty sure that'd be like a handkerchief or something like that, some sort. So let's not forget the pocket. And essentially the way I like to do a little pocket is, depending on the pocket, let's just do it like that, right? Handkerchief, you do the folds. Let me show you the folds real quick. Let me get a little closer. All right, so let's fold the handkerchief, because like little tuxes and stuff have like little folds. Let's draw wrinkles right here, indicating the wrinkle point. And really, OCs, it's a fun process to do them. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a real fun process, factually. And for me, um, I got a lot of different art styles, so this is practically where I can practically manipulate whatever type of art style that I desire. And over here, you want to add like little wrinkles, right there. Gasp. Traditional art stream is the economy. Also, hi. Salutations. Um, well, I mean, I don't mind doing traditional art. I don't mind doing digital art, but it's just you know, it's just a little forte. But I feel like digital artists don't really have that much skill. You know what I'm saying? As a traditional artist does. But I could do both, so that's why I be saying that. Essentially, what I noticed with the digital art is it got a lot of cheat codes that you can do to basically shortcut um, the outcome of certain art procedures. So you know, um, that's just the thing. Now let me spice up your little character real quick. Give him little eyeballs up here, little eyeballs on the hat, because we're gonna make it a little bit more chaotic. I was saying chaos, right? And make sure you hit the like button, family. You know what I'm saying? If you're just vibing with the art stream, you know what I'm saying? And essentially what I mean by digital art, it really takes, sometimes it can take the skill out of art. And that's why having a healthy balance of digital and traditional is always gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Always, always, always. And everybody that I teach how to draw, I always tell them, have that healthy balance. Don't rely too much on digital. But having a healthy balance between the two is what's always going to help your art skills be very good. Because this technology is not going to be here forever. I know like a lot of y'all thinking it is, but it's not, okay? It may sound crazy, but all it takes for a huge power storm to literally wipe out the internet grid and wipe out the freaking the grid in general, and then people are gonna be looking crazy for the people that went straight digital art. You know what I'm saying? So always have that healthy balance when it comes to art. Know how to work with digital and traditional, and you will thank me later. Quite legitimately, you will thank me later. There we go. We give him a little mouth right there. Essentially, we could give him some ears, but in your particular picture, you didn't give him ears, so I'm not gonna give him ears. I want to keep it to the core of what you got going on. So essentially, since we're gonna make it a little chaotic, how about pushing in some flames, right? And this is what divides professionals from amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, professionals, we don't necessarily have to think too much about our line work because essentially, after you do something for so long, it just becomes second nature. Well, let's pull this flame this way, actually. Yeah, let's do it like that. And let's pull this other flame, this flame angle about right here. There we go. There we go. And this flame, you can essentially drag it up right here and then pull it down here. And then this actually I will digitalize for chaotic, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving him little examples so he can see a process on how to make characters more defined, I guess I would say. Which yeah. So you know it's just a casual process. Hey Eric, you ain't hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, fam. You sitting there watching, eavesdropping, fam. Hit the like button, fam. Cause if I show you my digital art, no, Eric, no, stay right there. Eric, stay right there, bro. I'm gonna show you my digital art, bro. Cause you probably one of them people that you don't respect traditional art, do you? Do you? Nah, you ain't feel me like that. I'm gonna show you my digital art, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry, Eric. Uh, let's go to my digital art. Where's the app? Oh, there we go. Flip a clip. And I already like this. Oh no, I already know I already know you got me chaotic. I'm talking about Eric, cause Eric's in there watching. And he ain't hit the like button yet, so that means he probably speculate, and I already know my digital art better than his, which is wild. There you go, buddy. You got some of my digital art right here. Essentially. So, I do digital art. And here go another character that I'm working on. I didn't finish him all the way. But here go another character that's digital of mine that I'm working on. Yeah, I do digital art, traditional art. It's the same thing, tomato to me. So, don't nobody be out this month trying to handle me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. It just takes, say, yo, that's insane. I mean, that's light work to me, man. But I do like to give people demonstrations of ways they could develop their art skills. Now, cause chaotic, I'm taking your picture from this to this. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, what else can we do to make this a little bit more dynamic? I could give you flames up in your hand right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Give you them flames right there. And I'm inking and everything. So you will see what I mean by kind of be light on the pen, kind of be light on the pencil, you know what I'm saying? And Eric, if you're not gonna hit the like button, at least hit sub, bro. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, bro. I get you be trying to look cool and stuff, but you ain't looking cool by acting like that, buddy. Essentially. Cause you're most definitely intrigued. You can't sit there and act like you're not intrigued, my boy. Honestly. Yeah, Mr. Eric. All I do is 3D modeling. I mean, essentially you could take all this stuff that I'm teaching you. You could apply it to 3D modeling as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like essentially you see this process and procedure that I'm going through. And I wanna let's add more to it. Oh, you have a flashlight. So look, watch this. So I'm adding the flashlight. And Eric left, so he was being a bum. He acting like I asked him to donate $5 million. I just told him to hit the like button, bro. Hey man, Eric's a bum. Like, dang, man. All I asked dude was to hit the like button, bro. Dang, he acting like I told him to donate a kidney. Eric, donate a kidney, bro. I'm gonna leave Eric alone, bro. He probably just vibing anyway. I'm gonna leave Buddy alone. But yeah. So we're gonna do this little flashlight, right? And I do every aspect of art I be doing, so it just be casual to me. Casual processes, casual procedures. You feel me? You dig? So we're gonna give them this flashlight right here. Strapped. We're gonna strap it. What else we gonna do? Oh, we can add buttons. Can add little buttons, you feel me? You do have buttons right here. What else we can do? Okay. Then after we do that, come on tablet. Oh dang. Ah. All right. And I'm guessing is this like is those handcuffs? Because if it is handcuffs, let me go ahead and make them handcuffs right here. I think those are handcuffs that you put on them. This is like some detective type dude, so I'm gonna give him some ears, just for the sake of the art. Let's give him some ears right there. So we're gonna give him some ears. Let's do the little 6 ears. So we're taking it from what you sent me, chaotic, to this, essentially. And let me zoom in get a little closer. Now, one of my favorite parts is the inking part, the inking process. And let's erase some of this stuff. Correlations to the lines. You want your lines to be pretty clear. Essentially, let's see. What else can I do to keep the format of your character a little bit more structured? Let's do that. And push these little lines right here. And essentially, I vibe with art so much, bro. Like, this is like my playground, high key. Essentially, I would say. I mean, if you got any other characters you want me to fix, bro, I will do that most definitely. But, it's just something that's just clearly easy as pie to me. Whatever easy as pie means. Because it's actually quite hard to make a pie. From scratch, I would say. And I actually had quite a few characters that I fixed quite a few of my subscriber characters. Which essentially I do be doing that. And they seem to vibe with it. Usually people like when I fix their characters. Because I just kind of bring them to life. I don't do too much, but then again, I don't do too less. So it makes a lot of sense. essentially, and I usually don't go to sleep around these times. I'll be up meditating. Meditation is one of the key factors that I do in my life. So we got them going in real quick. All right, so now we're gonna go to the inking process. All right, so essentially, so we fixed your character, fam. We took your character from this to this. So now we're gonna do the inking process, and I'm gonna make everything a lot more solid, a lot more structured. And essentially, let me add one more finger, because you could leave a cartoon character with 3 fingers, but it's nothing wrong with just giving them a 4th. All right, so let's go ahead and do that like a doodad, you know what I'm saying? All right, so boom. Now then, the next part. This is a Micron 05. And I hope and pray this mud is not out of ink, bro, because I be freaking drawing so much. Which I guess that's one of the upsides of digital drawing. You don't run out of ink, but if your phone dead or tablet dead or whatever, then essentially, I guess that's the way you run out of ink on doing digital art. So, oh, turn up. We got ink. All right, so let's go ahead and finalize the structures of what we want here. Now, the question I do have for you: what is your favorite color? Because all the flames and stuff, I'm gonna make it your favorite color, basically. That's why I asked that question. Give some solidity, some validity and solidity to the outcome of this character. And the thing I like about the line work is essentially you can utilize the lines that you already did. Oh, purple. See, you know something. You know something, bro. Purple, that is an elite color right there, fam. That's an elite color. Now, me personally, purple is my favorite color. But I like blue. The reason why I like purple was because blue and red was my favorite colors. And you know, if blue and red combines, then it makes purple. So essentially, I couldn't just stay away from purple because, you know, that's one of them elite colors right there. And this is where you can add little detailings on the hat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's so much you can do to artwork when you get the line in it, man. I'm talking about this where it really come to life, bro. But purple is my favorite color though. No cap. I mean, that suitcase over there is purple. And that suitcase over there is filled with art, bro. Like, I draw so much. Like, people, they really do not understand how much I be drawing. But yeah, essentially, I do vibe with purple. No cap. So essentially, I most likely will remember it, but just in case I don't, I'm just gonna put purple on the page so I know to make the flames and everything purple. And after I'm done inking this, that's probably when I'm gonna end the live stream. Cause I say this is you said I'm like the first live streamer that isn't AI. Yep. And I think man, I think the thing is with the AI thing, bro. I feel like majority of people are running to the AI because they lack creativity. So my best advice to you is continue to thrive in creativity. Because there trust me, there will be a time where AI will get shut down, essentially. And everybody that hopped on the bandwagon of AI, man, they gonna hate themselves because they not gonna be creative no more. AI practically is its mission is to drain the creativity of everybody that relies on it. And that even goes into the way that people think, you know what I'm saying, in everything, you know what I'm saying? So essentially people that become AI reliant, man, they're going to they're going to hate themselves in a small period of time. Because right now it's so many people getting their YouTube accounts monetized by AI. So if they could get paid by using AI, then of course they're gonna do it. But still, eventually there will be a time where YouTube not gonna pay people that got AI content, so they can get as many subscribers as they want. But essentially, when the rubber meets the road, and YouTube's like, "Yep, we're not paying anyone," and I honestly feel like they shouldn't be paying people for AI content. I think that's stupid, Haki, because it really sucks the life out of YouTube and the authentic nature of it. You know what I'm saying? Where you could see somebody that really tried real hard in doing something, but now we basically getting snuffed out by AI content creators. But more power to them. But in a small period of time, they're not gonna love themselves. But push come to shove, people gonna see what I be talking about. Honestly. And let's go a little wider. And that's the thing with line work. I'm currently 20. I'm 26. Next year I will be 27 in the month of May. But essentially, that's another reason why I probably got this criteria of skill. Now I've been drawing pretty much like this since I was a child, but of course I have my development phases where everything starts developing and I start understanding stuff a little bit more when it comes to art. And you see how I pull this line right here with the marker, the pen marker. Now I can erase the lines that I don't need and essentially it's not gonna lie, I'm 15. Yeah, I figured you a child, man. Most people that find my live streams be either children or teenagers, or I got a few adults that watch my live streams. But essentially, for the most part, most of my viewers do end up being younger, which it necessarily ain't nothing wrong with that. I kind of come to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of come to embrace it, but essentially, what I tend to find to be the case with most of the younger viewers. Um, how do I say this? Essentially, most of them aren't really in tune with the real world. Essentially, so when I do tell them certain stuff about how the real world is, some of them get mad and like unsubscribe and all types of weird stuff. But essentially, I just be keeping it real, man. I be keeping it real. I much rather tell people it's a lion outside than to tell them everything's gonna be okay, and then they step outside and get mauled by a lion. If you catch my drift, if you catch my drift on that one, but you know, essentially, I don't had people that done found my page that be about 10 years old. Some people be so far the oldest person that I can recall that knows about my page. She's 33. She just turned 33 not too long ago. And if you join my live frequently, you might actually see some of the people that I'll be telling you about. But her name is Gwen. And she cool people. She real cool people. No cap. Essentially, sometimes she'll sometimes she'll join my live stream to go to sleep because you know, well, I do got a soothing voice and I'm pretty chill. So I don't mind if people click on my videos and go to sleep to it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what floats your boat, then go ahead. Crispy, what it do? What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you for hitting that like button. Real MVPs hit the like button without me having to ask. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. And if you really vibing, man, if y'all vibing with the art, stuff like that, if y'all got any art you want me to fix or anything like that, man, hit me up on Discord. Cause I'm doing all these procedures right now for free. Just to connect with people, you know what I'm saying, and talk with them, get to know some of the subs and some of the viewers. Essentially, you know, cause I don't like to be the type of the person that just not know who watching, you know what I'm saying? So I do ask a few questions about people. Pre-recorded? Nope. Not pre-recorded. Like, I don't know. Should I take that as I don't know. What does that mean, bro? Because I be hearing like people, like it's one dude that I watch, he be doing like GTA races and stuff like that. His name Reported or Report or something like that. And said goated. Nah, I'm not goated, fam. I don't associate myself with the GOAT because only if y'all knew the truth behind that. I'm not even gonna hit on that. I'm not gonna hit on that. But I do know what you mean, fam. You're just saying like W or great work or whatever. But essentially, it's a spiritual principality behind the GOAT. But I'm not gonna hit on that, fam. But I do appreciate your I guess that would be a compliment from the y'all society. Which one do you prefer? Messi or Ronaldo? I'm gonna keep it a buck 1,000 with you, bro. I do not watch FIFA. I don't watch professional sports. I prefer to play sports. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to play sports. But if I had to choose, let's see. Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm not gonna cap to you because I'm not sure of their capacities. You know what I'm saying? Some people have their good days. Some people have their bad days. But let's see. You gave me a pick one situation, so I will have to pick one. Let's see. Let's see. No, I know the acronym for it, but that's not what it really means, fam. That's not what it really means. That's what they told y'all it means. But y'all gonna figure that out in a little while. But if I had to pick, I would pick Messi. I pick messy. Honestly, it's fine if you can't pick. I pick messy. Honestly, but yeah, I mean, I would tell y'all the meaning, the true meaning of goat, but I'm not gonna take it there, fam. Cause a lot of y'all do be childrens, and y'all just following the trends of what y'all thinking is trending, but it's a lot darker than what y'all think, man. It's a lot darker. That's the best way I can explain it, without saying too much. Because the algorithm on YouTube, they don't like when I tell people the truth. Honestly, I mean, if y'all want me to tell y'all, man, if y'all want me to tell y'all, I'll tell y'all what the goat really means. But yeah. Yeah, tell. Okay, all right. So initially, goats, the spiritual principality of the goat is someone who does not listen, one who does what they want. Essentially, uh, the Most High would divide the sheep from goats. The goats will be put on his left, and the sheep will be put on the right. The goats get thrown into hell, okay, and the sheep's they enter into the kingdom of God. Now, matter of fact, let me go ahead and show y'all. I don't mean to creep y'all out with this information, but y'all, since you asked, y'all gotta know, man. Since y'all asked, you gotta know, bro. So, let me go ahead and tell y'all real quick. The goat is also associated with a deity, a spiritual principality named the Baphomet. Okay. All right. So this is the Baphomet. Okay. This is why I be telling y'all don't call me a goat because I don't associate myself with that. All right. So the Baphomet. This is a demonic entity that influences children. Okay. And typically devil worshippers follow that. Okay. So this is why I be telling y'all, politely, do not call me the goat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because if I go too deep, this is where some of y'all will get creeped out. Given, I feel like chaotic, you're 15, so you should be prepared. But I'm not sure, crispy tender. I'm not sure how old you are. Essentially. But that's another reason why I be telling y'all, don't call me the goat. You know what I'm saying? Because the goat is also associated with the devil, Lucifer. And you will see satanic celebrities push the goat mentality on y'all because they don't this the last part I'm gonna talk about it. I'm just let it go. The people that y'all think are famous are systematic devil worshippers. Okay. A certain point in their career, they will have to sell their soul to the devil. Okay. You say it looks like he's 8. I'm low key subbing. Oh, okay. So you vibe with the knowledge, man. Is God sent you here for a reason, fam. It's just most children do be sensitive to the truth. So that's why I be trying to tell y'all. Like I tell y'all if y'all ask me, but you know what I'm saying? It's just I'm spiritually honed, so I do like to inform y'all, but I don't want to force the information, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So if you, it's a lot of stuff I could tell y'all about, but I got to make sure y'all prepared, you know what I'm saying, essentially. Do I believe in God / Jesus? I do follow the Messiah. Yes, I have a Bible like right under me. So yes, essentially. Now the thing is with that question, since you asked, um, God has most definitely revealed himself to me in several ways, shapes, and forms. Ever since I was a child, I gave my life to the Lord when I was 3 years old. And ever since then, I was able to see into the spiritual realm, and I could see stuff that other people cannot see, essentially. I don't know if y'all know, or if y'all familiar with the TV show called Bleach. This is the best description I could give when it comes to seeing into the spirit realm and seeing stuff that people cannot see. Is in the show Bleach, Ichigo, he can practically see spiritual principalities that the other people cannot see. You say you have a question? Go ahead, fam. Ask away. So essentially, I do have spiritual gifts. Most definitely. I have been curious for a while. How do we know God is real? Because I've been searching for a while for proof, but I find any proof. Can you find any proof, or can you not? All right. So essentially, I can prove God is real. Okay. We have plenty of proof, plenty of evidence. And the thing is, you have to do archaeological research to even find God is real. But most children at y'all age, y'all are taught that learning is practically boring. So y'all would typically not research properly. Essentially. All right. So have you ever heard of the story of Moses? Moses, when he split the Red Sea. And I'm not going to go fast with this information. I'm going to make sure that, you're actually computing what I'm saying. Have you ever heard of Moses? He's one of the ones that led the Israelites to the promised land. But in the storyline, okay. So essentially, there's a documentation in the Bible that talks about how a guy named Moses, he had to get God's people. And keep in mind, the Bible talks about locations that we can go to this very day. So it's not a figment of imagination, as people want you to believe. Israel is brought up in the Bible. We can go to Israel today. Egypt is brought up in the Bible. We can go to Egypt today. Asia is brought up in the Bible. We can go to Asia to this very day. Same thing with Samaria and plenty other geological places that we can travel to this day. So my question is to the people that don't believe is, if the Bible is a figment of imagination, how could we go to the places that are documented in the Bible to this very day and find archaeological finds that clearly point to the Messiah? Now, let's go to some of the proof, okay? I mean, is you still there, Crispy? Because is you still there before I proceed? Because I'm going to show you some actual factual evidence, fam. Okay, all right. So look. All right, so let's go. Let's move the freaking hideous Baphomet off the screen. Freaking hate that thing. And I do denounce the Baphomet in every way, shape, or form. All right, so Mount Sinai is this is a place that is documented in the Bible. Okay, it's called Mount Sinai. In the story where Moses was taking the people to the promised land, before he got there, he took them over to a place called Mount Sinai. And the Bible documented that the top God came down and he talked to Moses on Mount Sinai, and the tops of Mount Sinai is burned. So look at this. Here's proof. Evidence. You see this? You see how the tops of Mount Sinai is legitimately burned? Okay? All that is burned up there, okay? It's burned, okay? Quite legitimately. And Mount Sinai is basically you can go there. It's by Saudi Arabia, okay? So this is also one geological find that proves that God is real. All right, because the Bible talks about Mount Sinai being burned at the top, okay? And wholeheartedly, it's burned. You see, the rest of this is just normal, okay? The rest of this is normal. You see, the rocks are normal, but the top is burned, okay? Now, let me take you to another one, all right? Because I'm gonna try to take this one step at a time, you know what I'm saying? So I don't make your brain hurt, okay? Now I brought up Moses splitting the Red Sea for a good reason. Uh, when Moses split the Red Sea, and keep in mind, God gave him the power to do it. Okay, so it wasn't really Moses's power. Essentially, everyone that follows God wholeheartedly, without any fear or any doubt, we have access to power that commoners would not have access to. Now, when they walked down the bottom of the Red Sea, because they had to flee from Egyptian army. A Pharaoh was chasing them. All right. So the army, the Egyptian Pharaoh, they had chariots. All right. They had chariots and they was following the Israelites. The Israelites are notified to be God's chosen people. Now, Israelites have been spread abroad across the whole earth with different tribes. Me personally, I'm an Israelite. Okay. I'm from the tribe of Judah. Essentially, you said, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep while you were talking." No, you all good, fam. If you fall asleep, fam. I'm not holding that against you. I'm already knowing my energy is very peaceful, okay? Because I follow the Prince of Peace. So it happens. It happens to the best of us. It's just 4 a.m. It's 2:09 a.m. where I'm at. So all right, so back to Crispy. Uh the Israelites had to pass through the pathways of the Red Sea in order to flee away from the Egyptians. And the Egyptians was following them with chariots with horses. Okay. And quite Jimmy, if you type in chariots at the bottom of the Red Sea, see, like this stuff is real easy to research now. You see this? We have archaeological finds of chariots at the bottom of the Red Sea. Now, keep in mind, this happened thousands of years ago. So a lot of this stuff will be eroded. You know what I'm saying? Algae, bacteria, barnacles and stuff, made it their home. Got more chariot wheels. And this has already been confirmed by archaeologists. People that have most definitely, these are the people that found this, they didn't believe in God till they found this. So we have these chariot wheels at the bottom of the Red Sea. And look, we know it's chariot wheels because look, this is a person next to this chariot wheel. You know what I'm saying? And they have found remains of horses. They have also found remains of horse skeletons, and they found remains of human skeletons at the bottom of the Red Sea. And they did autopsies on the skeletal fragments and they were Egyptian skeletal fragments. So keep in mind, it's a lot of proof that God is real, but essentially, most people, they don't want to research the right things to figure out if God is actually real. Most people try to utilize sources that try to debunk God, but you can't really debunk God, because even logically, we know that nothing, well, we know that something cannot come from nothing, essentially, to explain it. Like everything on this earth has a creator. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? If we look at a building, we don't see the building and be like, oh, well, it just popped up there. We don't look at a painting, a drawing, and be like, oh, well, it popped up there. Nah, we are going to automatically know someone created it. Same thing with this computer. This computer, we know a factory created it. Who created a person? Same thing with everything in his life. We know that everything in his life has a specific source, a specific creator. So essentially, logically, we don't look at poop that's on the ground and be like, it just popped up there. You know what I'm saying? We know something or someone took a dump, and that's how the freaking poop got there. Everything has a source. So people be like, where did the earth come from? And quite legitimately, let's just say if people wanted to believe in the Big Bang Theory, let's just say if they wanted to, right? Because me personally, I can debunk that the Big Bang Theory is, quote, it takes a lot more faith to not believe in God than to believe in God, essentially. Yeah, I'm doing the flames now, family. But essentially, it takes a whole lot more faith to say God is not real and there is no God than for people to believe in God. Because we see the facts of the matter is, rationally, if we think rationally, just for a moment, essentially, everything has a specific source. Now, let's say the Big Bang Theory. Now, if you have even opened the Bible and just read the very first, you know, few scriptures of the Bible, I mean, keep in mind, I'm not going to have a huge Bible study with you if you don't really want it, but you just ask these questions. So I'm just going to tell you. The blue sky proves that God is real as well. And essentially, you might be like, how? How? Let's go to it, man. All right, so if someone did want to believe in the Big Bang Theory, do you not find it odd how in the very third verse of the Bible it says God said, "Let there be light," and there was light? So let's say the Big Bang Theory did happen. All right, so who started the Big Bang Theory? Who started the Big Bang? Technically, that would be God. His energy, his frequency, all his creation, all his creativity expounded. We look up and we see a blue sky, and people wonder why. The Bible talks about it. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." God divided God made the firmament, and he divided the waters which were under the firmament, which would be the oceans, right? From the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. So essentially, and I'm trying to explain this in a way that you could comprehend, without making your brain hurt. Um, Firmament means solid expanse. And to help you understand, just with a little diagram. No, let's go right here, actually. All right. Let me show you this little diagram real quick. All right. So essentially, the waters, right, below, and God made a firmament and expanse. And this, we see the sun, we see the moon, stars, and the blue sky, because waters are above it. Now, essentially, I'm just gonna tell you this information, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, everything that we see in this life points to the edification of God. God made mankind in His image. Essentially, you might be like, how can that prove that God is real? Well, God is the judge of all things. Now, keep in mind, what is in our nature as humans? We make judgments, whether it's subconscious or out loud. When you joined this live stream, you practically made a judgment. You looked at the art and you was like, it's good or it's bad. Did you not? If I was to hand you a cookie, a piece of cake, or whatever the case may be, you would automatically make judgments, whether it's subconscious or whether you say it out loud. And look, somebody just joined in and said, yo, it's great, right? So keep in mind, essentially, everyone on this planet, we are made in the image of God. And keep in mind, God is the judge of all things. So essentially, everyone on this planet makes judgments, which also proves God is real. I mean, it's so many things that prove God is real, man. So many things that prove God is real. I could go on and on. Our DNA has a sequence component of 10, 5, 6, 5. Now, what would be the odds? He said, yo, this great. Appreciate it. User KN2KX4YX2M. Appreciate you for joining the live stream. Most definitely don't forget the like button and hit that subscribe button, because we most definitely is on the way up. Please and thank you. But essentially, our hydrogen bonds do have a code sequence of 10, 5, 6, 5 in the DNA structure of every human being. Now, if you study Hebrew, this will go into essentially Yod Hey Vav Hey. Will you ever go digital? Yes. In fact, as a fact of the matter is, this will be digitalized after I'm done completing it. But that will be the next live stream that I do. So make sure you catch that one. Make sure you catch that one. But essentially, what I was saying, our genetic sequence is made up of components in the hydrogen bonds that have sequence of holes 10, 5, 6, 5. So if you study Hebrew, the Hebrew characteristic for 10 is Yod. The character sequence for 5 is Hey. The character sequence for 6 is Vav. And then 5 again is Hey. That literally spells Yahweh. So literally in science, scientists have proven that everyone on this planet has a sequence of hydrogen bonds that go into 10, 5, 6, 5, which literally spells the DNA sequence of the name of God encrypted into every person's DNA. So that also proves that God is real. I mean, the thing is, the proof is always there. I mean, it's clear as day. Essentially. But keep in mind, I'm not trying to force anyone to believe anything, but I'm just saying, if it's that clear, you know what I'm saying, then It's that clear. And I've had friends that were atheists, but after they talk to me, they're not an atheist no more. You know what I'm saying? I've had friends that were Buddhist. After they talk to me, they're not Buddhist no more. So the list goes on and on. I had certain people that just, they didn't believe in a religion at all. And essentially, when I go down the incrementations of just evidence that is just true, they can't fight the facts. You know what I'm saying? Now, essentially, you can ask God, just try it yourself. And keep in mind, to actually have a conversation with God, take it seriously. Don't be scoffing God and being like, well, God, if you're real, make $1 bajillion fall out the sky. Don't do God like that. Right? That's not right. Right? Do it off of logic. Right? Your spirit right now is ignited. You feel a warm, fiery flame. Ignition. So your spirit, you have always been called to follow God, man. Chaotic Safety, he's back. All good, fam. You have always been called to follow God. And that's what each and every individual that does find these live streams. Now, keep in mind, I do give people their due time to, discover God on their own. I'm not going to be like, well, you got to be following God the exact moment you hear my voice. Like, no, I'm not going to do y'all like that. I'm just going to give y'all rational standpoints. I'm going to give y'all rational logic. Don't rage bait God. For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, for sure. For the people that just joined it, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Cause we gotta go up, man. We got to go up, man. But yeah, essentially, do not rage bait God, fam. Cause essentially, let's put it to you like this: why would God reveal Himself to anyone if essentially they're coming with the energy as if He doesn't exist? Likewise, if I had my son, right? Because I'm a father, right? If I ever found my son online just talking about, oh, my dad not real because he don't come and see me, he doesn't visit me, I ask him to show himself to me, and he doesn't ever show himself to me, and he's just doing it out of scoffing. You think me as his father, you think I'm finna go out my way to go and just prove to him that I'm real? Nah. I'm be like, all right, bro, if you acting like that, fam, I'm just gonna let you think what you think. And God's the same way, because He doesn't force Himself upon people. I have one child, you know what I'm saying? But I don't call my children, well, I don't call my children kids, because let's go to the definition of kid. And I'm not trying to just educational bomb y'all the whole time, but y'all are asking questions, so I don't want to leave y'all on cliffhangers. And y'all gonna figure out I'm a real, like, I'm not gonna say I'm super technical, but I just like knowledge, bro. Okay? I like knowledge. So did y'all know that the original definition of kid means young goat? Okay? It's right there. If you type in kid, the original definition, kid original meaning. And keep in mind, yes, right here, it in the 1590s, it first was recorded as slang for a human child. That wasn't always the original definition. Now, in the 1200s, it was seen as the young of a goat. And that goes into that goat worship that I was telling y'all about earlier, you know what I'm saying? And essentially, most of y'all children do wonder why y'all are, sometimes it's hard for y'all to pay attention. Sometimes y'all wonder why, you got the intent to want to be bad and all this stuff like that. But goats are the hardest animals to train. You said, will I be going live tomorrow? I most definitely will, fam. I most definitely will. But I do like to tell y'all this stuff. But essentially, most of our parents, and my mom included, she used to call me kids. Like she's because I got a brother, I got a twin brother, and I have a sister. She did used to call us kids, but I explained that to her, and then she call us her children now. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, I'm not making it up. Now, will this mean that your parents will just be calling y'all kids and just just magically just changed from calling y'all kids? I mean, of course, probably not, because they're y'all parents and they're gonna call y'all whatever they want at that point. You know what I'm saying? Say, can I stay friends with you on Discord? I'm not gonna block you or nothing like that, fam. Yeah, you could. I don't mind, bro. I don't mind, bro. I don't mind. But essentially, what I'm getting at is, I do have one child. I have a son. His name is Vermez, and that's a sequence that no other child in America has, because I want him to be diverse. But his name does mean truth and discernment, because that's what I want him to be encoded in, is truth and discernment and wisdom. So a lot of y'all probably will see him eventually, but it's a little, I gotta let him get older, because I think YouTube does have an actual policy about showing babies online, and not everybody follows it, but you know what I'm saying. How did you become such a good drawer? Oh, it's just practice. You could start off by drawing what you see. You know what I'm saying? Start off that way. Essentially, that's like I was self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Now this is where you experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. You know what I'm saying? And play with these shapes. I've been drawing for years, and you still suck at it. I could teach y'all how to draw, man. No cap. But you're gonna draw how you feel, basically. Scott, what it do, man? Go ahead, hit that like button for me, Scott. Please and thank you, fam. Y'all, I went and got a new camera, bro. I had to, because previously I was recording my live streams on this, and this camera's not that good. But now it's like, all right, now y'all can really see the details of everything I'm doing. But what it do, Scott, man? Long time no see, family. And the way that I do my live streams is I try to post the lives that do real good. But sometimes I be posting just in case people want some content. So, sometimes I will post stuff. Even if it don't do good. Sick. Accuracy, bro. I'm sure your drawings ain't even that bad. Hey, yeah, man. Like Scott, man. I remember you from the last live stream, bro. Remember how we was talking about art and all that stuff like that? Yeah, and that's another thing. And Scott pointed out, don't be so hard on yourself when you're drawing. You know what I'm saying? And typically, what I had to learn how to do is don't compare yourself to other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say, for example, like this lion that I was working on, right? If you was watching this and then you just like, oh dang, that looks so amazing. How could I ever yada yada? You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, man, just take it easy, right? Because even the most realistic of stuff starts off as a cartoon. I tell people that all the time, like all the time. Even if I was drawing a face, a person, or whatever the case may be, it starts off as a cartoon every time. Like, nobody's gonna put a line on the page and it's gonna be just a magical masterpiece. Essentially, it doesn't work like that. It's not one artist on this earth that can do that unless it's God, quite legitimately, because God went so hard in his art came to life, and that's another topic for another day. Actually, factually. So yeah, I like to lie, my dude. No problem. All good, fam. Said Holy said, dang. It said, when I'm drawing and it starts looking a little off topic, I switch and I keep switching, and then it's just terrible. Oh no, let me show you something real quick. I mean, because this is set in the stone right here, and I did this for chaotic, and I'm gonna show y'all essentially what I mean. Um, let me show y'all what I mean. Oh, chaotic, you texted me, bro. Hold up, man. All right, so look, this was chaotic's blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And I took this and I transformed it to this, right? And I'm gonna digitalize this for him and everything. So let me help you out, Crispy. Let me show you what I mean. When I legitimately mean you could take anything and make it art, bro. Just don't overthink it. Now this right here is pretty much done. I could just because this is gonna be digital, so I don't really gotta do the rest of the line. Let me just give you a demonstration, fam. Give you a demonstration. All right, so look. And wait, let me see what Chris chaotic saying real quick because I want to ignore bro because I got him on Discord. Oh, he hit a carrot. He said, "Yo, it's my horrible art." No, don't do yourself like that. Cause hey, somebody around the world will buy that. Somebody like if somebody wants simple, this is simple. You know what I'm saying? It can go into somebody around the world will purchase that. Like not everybody wants super detailed art, and that's something you do got to realize. So not every art has to be super detailed. Now structure and stuff like that, this is always something you can always add on to. You know what I'm saying? It said you have Discord. Yeah, I got Discord, man. Man, this the fastest way any of y'all can contact me if I'm not live streaming, bro. Essentially, let me just show y'all that real quick, and then I'm gonna give you this demonstration. Boom. Let me show y'all that real quick. All right, so this is my Discord right here. The spec 777. I got it real easy, so it's easy to remember. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to remember. Anybody could just hit me up on Discord, man, and I give y'all tips or whatever. But so far on YouTube, people will ask me for tutorials, but no one has really given me like, oh, I need help with hands. I need help with this or that or that. So Discord is a way that y'all can actually legitimately like contact me. Cause I got my main business that I'm doing and I'm in college right now. So I do online courses. So I do be occupied throughout the day. But whenever I'm done doing everything I gotta do, I live stream and I hop on Discord. Well, not really much on Discord, but you know what I'm saying? If somebody do message me on Discord, I will be able to respond in an effective manner. All right, so look, you say you literally need help with so much. All right, so let me show you a demonstration, bro. All right, so just to show you a demonstration of how easy it is to do art, all right? I'm quite legitimately finna. All right, you see that? You're gonna be like, how the hell are you gonna fix this? Okay, I'm gonna show you how simple art really is. Okay, now what you want to do is look at whatever you put on the page. Now essentially, I'm gonna switch to like a marker, bro. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a marker. I'm gonna show you what I mean, bro. And everybody that I teach, they learn how to draw. So what I want to do here is, since this low key looks like a head, okay, it low key looks like a head. What I can do is, let's do a nose. Start the nose off. This is gonna be the start for a nose. Okay. Now let's draw an eyebrow. I'm just gonna show y'all how simple it is to make anything art, bro. Okay, this is gonna be an eyebrow. And oh, Carson. Okay, all good, Carson. I got a one of my cousins named Carson, so that's easy to remember. All right, so let's just do this eyebrow. Let's shade it in. Is it Carson Bet? Yeah, for so, man. And for y'all that don't know my name is Versace. And if you need me to pull out my ID, my identification card, just let me know if you don't believe me. But my real name is Versace. So if y'all ever just want to call me by my name instead of the King of Respect, because some people they don't want to call me the King of Respect because they're like, "Who are you to call yourself a king?" I'm like, just chill, man, chill. Dang. But yeah, anyway, uh, essentially, so this is an eyebrow, and I'm gonna keep the shapes. So could you show us my room setup? I mean, it's just a casual setup, man. I got my art stuff over here. I got art stuff over there. TV up there. Chair right there. I mean, it's something simple, man. It ain't nothing too much. And I was working out earlier. That's why I got this freaking thing right here. So I mean, ain't nothing too much right now. Nothing too much. All right. So look, we go right here. Look, I'm gonna keep the shape simple. So Carson, you could actually do this, right? Let's do an oval eye. Boom, oval eye. Then essentially, let's do a halfway mark right here, and do a half circle right there. And you see, like, eventually what you will start to see is a face will form. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we push up this forehead, right? Then we go from the forehead to drawing a hairline. And hey, man, this is a trippy art, so it doesn't really matter, right? Boom. And we got an ear. We got a sideburn. It said be right back. Don't end live. I'm probably gonna be live for, let's see, I'd say at least about uh maybe 30 something to maybe an hour or something. I don't know. It depends on y'all, for real, man. It really does. All right, so then we go right here, and let's just keep it simple. Let's not do too much, right? And let's just pull his head right here. Now you see we're building a character off of what it started off as scribble, and it's just simple stuff, man. You do this strategy, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You will be drawing whatever you want in no time. But the thing is, you want to get out of your comfort zone, because if you keep on doing stuff you're comfortable with, all your art is gonna practically look the same. And if I drew an apple the same way for the rest of my life, I would never find any potential growth. So when you draw and work with different shapes that you're not familiar with, this will force you. He thought you were finna draw Bushido Brown. Like, no cap, bro. I did give bro like a real sideburn, boy. Talking about real. And for y'all children, man, y'all probably a little too young to know who Bushido Brown is, man. I ain't gonna cap to y'all, bro. That's like you gotta be an adult to catch that one. But talking about do real sideburns, boy. Ain't finna start shish kebabbing in a bit. Diddly bopping, who bopping? But look, dude, we just gonna draw like these emphasis on these the hair, right? Because I could just shade all in, but we're gonna draw these line marks. He said real legend right there. Bushido Brown's most definitely memorable character out this mother. If I was a real character. Alright, you see what we're doing here, man. Now let's draw his neck. Right? Just pull the line down. Right? You say, okay, I'm back. All good, fam. And you pull a line down. Now let's just draw a lip. Front lip. Right? And now we could just draw the bottom lip. And let's just just shabop it. Yeah, whatever shabop mean. And you just draw these simple indications. And we draw a chin. Right? Boom. And then finish off the neck. Now we gotta draw some teeth. Cause and we're not gonna draw no detailed teeth, we're just gonna lump it, man. And with these type of teeth, you just want to keep it everything symmetrical as you can. They don't gotta be exactly the same shape, but just try to keep it as close as possible. And now you got a mouth. You feel me? And it's just a casual process. And I'm gonna do a few more demonstrations now. All right, I'm gonna do a few more demonstrations just to show you this tactic that I like to call Sachi snatching or Sachi popping. And essentially, if you want to give them like eyelashes or whatever, you can. But essentially, it's just these casual strategies. If you just work with this stuff, now what you could do is, hey, now let's add some detailings on dual ear, right? We could essentially just snatch the ear about right here, and just draw a little loop right here, and then boom, boom. So now we got an ear right there. It's just casual. You know what I'm saying? Just casual, bro. It's casual character. You know what I'm saying? It's casual character, bro. And this is going just how you do it. Or then you could let's just draw a tongue or something like that in the mouth. And that's a character. Just do more detailing, and then the more detail you do, it just pulls together. Now let's do another page, man. And I'm gonna try to keep them a little bit smaller so I could do better demonstrations. All right. Well, more demonstrations than one, should I say? All right. So, and this let's just show you. Let's just randomly draw little shapes. And each one of these shapes, you could do whatever you want right there. But essentially, what you will be forced to do is, what is on? 20%. Okay, we good. We still got a little while. I might do the live stream to my computer die. All right, so what this will basically teach you and force you to do is work with shapes that you're most definitely not familiar with. But each one of these shapes will basically teach you something. You know what I'm saying? It will teach you something. It's always something you can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, let's look at this shape. Now, we can make bodies out of this. We could do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? Because keep in mind, you're the artist, right? Practically what that means is basically no one's really gonna know what you're drawing until you just draw it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go and let's bring these to life. You like how would you pull any of these to life? Now, essentially, I want you to think of it as in you find a shape that you like, that you want to work with. Now you see how I have squiggle and go up right here, and it's like that right here. We just follow this shape right here. Now essentially I want to keep that. I'm gonna make this a head, right? I'm gonna make this part a head. So essentially let's do right here, and let's pull the head about right here, and let's draw another ear part right here, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So let's give this character a backpack. Okay. So essentially let's give him a backpack. All right, so pim. And a backpack is many shapes for a backpack. It don't gotta be just like this, but essentially to keep it simple, let's do like a little circular backpack. So you can do it like this, and just draw like a little latchet to show that this is where the backpack closes. Uh, Essentially we could stretch the connector part right here. And how about let's pull this nature of the backpack and pull the backpack forward like this. And essentially we want our character holding the backpack. So let's just draw that arm. And the arm is, arm is pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to keep everything cartoony, so it's real simple, right? We go right here, and essentially we can just pull the strap down here, and this thumb, let me get a little closer. There we go. That's way better. All right, so we put the thumb behind the backpack strap, pull the strap down, and let's loop the index finger about right here, and then let's just give him 3 fingers. Pum. Right? Let's draw bro pointing. Let's draw arm. Hey, all right, let's say if I messed up a line right here, right? See how I pulled the line up? Let's say how you fix this. If you pull a line too far or something like that, you could easily darken this area, add a little shading. You know what I'm saying? Just shade it a little bit. And whatever you do on this arm, just do the same thing on this arm for the sake of the picture, right? So what this is going to do is it's going to teach you how to build freedom. And quite literally, you cannot mess up anything in art, bro. But just for this demonstrational purposes of us taking these random shapes and pulling them into whatever we want them to be. And I'm not sure if I'm the only artist that does this, but this just stuck out to me when I started working with art like this. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, and this is why I call it quite literally Sachi popping, because I haven't seen any other artists just do stuff like this, essentially, to this extent. Now, can somebody do it? Of course, anyone can learn how to do this, but essentially, I haven't seen, out of all the years that I've been doing art, anyone explain art like this. And I'd explain it like this because, some people be like, oh, I can't draw anything. I can't draw a stick man. I can't do nothing right on art. And I'll be like, all right, are you sure about that? So essentially, we can do some eyes with eyelids right here. And let's draw the under part of the eye. And let's draw another under part of the eye. And let's give him a super jacked up nose. Like we just do whatever we want to it. And let's, and right? So he looks tired. Essentially, yeah. And look, keep in mind, when you play with these different shapes, you will learn the expressions. You know what I'm saying? This will force you to learn expressions. This will force you to learn body anatomy. You know what I'm saying? It will teach you a lot of different stuff because you will be forced to do stuff that you won't normally do. Like normally people will be like, This is the human body, and you have to have a head, and then you have to have an arm, and you have to have another arm, and then you have to have the torso going down to the lower leg. And then, essentially, when you get to drawing stuff too symmetrical, every time your brain will shut off the creative side or aspect of character creation. You know what I'm saying? Now let's just doodle the rest of this guy right here. Now, essentially, what will begin to happen is if you follow the same anatomy every single time, see what I'm saying? Uh, you the structure. I mean, keep in mind, there's nothing wrong with drawing people like this. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, if every time you're drawing a specific body type a certain way, your brain will be forced to try to do what you're comfortable with. So Sachi popping will essentially take you out of that mindset. And right here, let's say we go with this weird little body shape right here. Let's pull his body back. Now what this does, it gives us momentum. It gives our character momentum, as if like he's going somewhere, as if it's just a lot of things you can discover, you know what I'm saying, with this. Essentially, just give him like some little trousers, and that means pants, essentially. But if we were to you might be like, all right, so how would you do the legs from this position? uh let's go about, because I want him to be in the sense of where he's marching. And we go about right here, and then we can pull the next leg about, let's pull it about, and let me show you just how fascinating cartoons can be. You can quite legitimately pull a bro leg all the way over here, right? And essentially, just create some texture. Especially if you're drawing with a pen, just create some texture right here to give a little bit of life to the character. You could do whatever texture you want. You could scribble it whatever way you want, for real. But essentially, what you will learn is the do's and don'ts when you're scribbling. Now you see how it get lighter right here? I will have to want to reflect that on the other side. And what this will do is make the brain quite literally just, plug certain stuff in. Now, if we want him to, what would be his intent, his purpose? Let's just say he's freaking moving out. And he's just super mad, right? But he's tired because he has to move out. He got all this luggage. So let's just give him a little suitcase and essentially just give him a little handle. And a lot of this stuff you can try to demonstrate, which is why while I'm explaining it. Like don't feel like you gotta like wait to the end of the live to try and do what I'm teaching you. Like you could quite literally draw with me. You know what I'm saying? So let's just give him a standard shoe or a sock or something like that. Let's just give him a sock just to keep it simple, right? Give him a sock. All right, so he got socks on. And then and boom. So now he has this frame of motion that he's going. He's quite legitimately going somewhere. Now let's give him some little tiny eyeballs, because we want him to look tired. So now he looks like he's going this direction, and he actually has a sense of travel. Now, and this is why I'm saying play with all these different shapes, because you play with these shapes, man, like it's just it becomes way more broader of art than just sticking to a standard formula of something that's gonna keep you in the box. So let's go to this next random shape. Okay. So I'm gonna draw it with you real quick. All good, man. And keep in mind, essentially just try it. What I'm doing, and when I switch from say like pencil to a this is like a pigment liner. You don't necessarily need super fancy tools. You can do this with a school pencil. You could do this with a number two pencil. You could do this with anything. And essentially, and some people are like, well, it's easy for you to say while you're literally drawing with the freaking high tech pencils and stuff. All right, let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. All right, and I got a whole suitcase full of art over there. Let me switch utensils. Give me one moment. One moment though. Let me switch utensils. All right, I'm back. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, so look, you don't need fancy tools. I'm gonna use the most jacked up pencil that I got. Okay, you see how jacked up this pencil is, man? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Life alert. Okay, this pencil is on its last breath. Okay, we all see how jacked up this pencil is. Okay, we see it's all ripped and jagged. And come on, man, this is not. Look, no eraser. I mean, come on. This is the worst of the worst of pencils that you can possibly get. It's not even sharpened properly. Okay, we got the most jacked up pencil that I could possibly find just to prove my point. You don't need fancy tools. Any artist that's telling you, oh, you gotta have the 3B and the 4B and the thoughta, they're tweaking, okay? They are tweaking. Now they went to art school and art school told them they need all that. But essentially, I'm finna prove all that wrong, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look at this random contoured shape that I really just put on these pages. This was random, this was random, this was random. I'm really excited to get to this one, honestly, because I got an idea for this one. And for anyone that's watching, man, make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't, man. Add me on Discord. Hold up, wait. Let me go ahead and check that real quick. Let me add you back. Cause I don't want nobody thinking that this is clickbait or anything like that. I'll be, let me go ahead and check that. Oh, yep, there we go. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Pune. Okay, there we go. Ah, that's up. There we go. Let me go and send you a message real quick. Said I'm Rizzy, bro. Yo. Boom. There we go. Alright, so I added you back, you feel me? So it's not no clickbait or nothing like that. Alright, so boom. Alright, so essentially, and how much my computer got left? Let's see. Let's click on this real quick. How much battery percentage we got left? 16%. Not bad. That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. That's about 58 minutes left of live streaming, I would say. Alright, 58 minutes left. Now, essentially, now let's go back to proving our point. All right, you see right here, I don't have any fancy tools. This freaking eraser's all the way misconstrued. So essentially, what I see here is a huge nose. Okay, I see a nose I can make right here. I see a bottom lip right here. Let's see. Oh, this head part up here, this upper head part right here, I can make this into a hat. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So it's essentially whatever you see, just try to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And keep everything light until you're confident with whatever you want. So like let me show you what I'm saying. Right? And you see what I'm saying? When I point it out, it makes sense. But if you was just looking at it, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't make sense until I point it out. You know what I'm saying? So look, let's just do a little hat right here. And let's outline it. Okay? So we outline this little hat. Now, since we got the hat outline, we know that's what we want. Let's darken that, right? We know we want that hat, right? You comfortable with the shape that you got, you darken it. But if you know you might want to change something, keep it light. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, I tell people that because, especially when I was growing up, I used to have a habit of drawing super dark, and then when I go to erase something, um, it's still visible. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro, what the hell? But essentially, if you draw light, like see how light everything else is, but if you just darken what you want, and keep in mind this was randomly drawn, randomly scribbled. Now we're going to emphasize on what we want to keep. You see right here how this is right here? I low-key see an eye. I see an eye right here. So what I'm going to do is let's lightly, just lightly, fam, just lightly draw a big old eye. And let's draw the eyelid, a cartoon eyelid. Just pretty self-explanatory on this part. But it's like a, you draw like a little, it'll be like a flat oval, but you don't connect it. You know what I'm saying? So if I did like little lines and detailings, this will look like an eyelid. You know what I'm saying? And then we can really just draw the eyeball, well, the pupil, if you will. And we darken it. And let's draw some sparkle effects. And you can do this by doing circles wherever you want, for real. And just shade it in. And keep in mind, you ain't got to do everything that I'm doing. Just whatever your shape that you put on the page, you just go with the flow of your shape. You know what I'm saying? So you see right here, I got an eyeball. Let's indicate this hat. I'm gonna do like a little snapback type hat. So we will indicate that. I don't know what to draw. Like I'm gonna help you. And no, as a matter of fact, after this one, I'm gonna do a tutorial for you. All right. And watch this. So we got a fat honker right here, right? Fat nose that we can make right here. So let's go right here with a fat honker. Because every character don't have to have a small nose or whatever the case may be. Even a super fat honker. Yo, can you check your Discord, chat with me? Yeah, I got you, fam. Let me go ahead and do that. See what you're talking about. All right, boom. And matter of fact, why y'all sending me stuff on Discord, bro? I most definitely will. I could take whatever y'all show. Oh, whoa. Okay. All right, look. See, look. No, look at this. We can use this. All right. Look at this. We can use this, fam. It's not bad. Love God. It's not bad, fam. But I'm gonna show you how we could take stuff like this and quite legitimately utilize it, man. Look, these are good examples, man. We could fix all of this, bro. And essentially adding details to it or just, upgrade it. You know what I'm saying? We can really use all of this, man. I'm just gonna show y'all, bro, how easy it is to fix it. And you know what it is, man. You know what this is. You ain't gotta say you don't know what it is. You know what it is, man. You drew a dude with a brain and he got a bloody mind. And he thinking real hard about something. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. So let me finish this one real quick, and I'm gonna show y'all a little tutorial. I call the tutorials tuts on my channel. All right, so let's give him the big lip right here, and let's just pull his head down right here, and quite gently just give him an ear, essentially. Now we can give him hair. And I'm gonna show y'all, if you do hard lines that don't make sense, you can still utilize it, man. And I'm gonna do this so I can show y'all, like, even if you don't got pencil control or anything, you can make good art with it, fam. Look at this. So we're just gonna shade all this in, right? And your brain would just start plugging stuff in. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple, fam. It's real simple. And I don't want any of y'all to just overthink your art or just think your art's bad. Because essentially it's no such thing as bad art. All right, so we made a whole character out of this shape, which it started off as a random shape. So let's do a little tutorial. For Crispy. Say, yo, this might be my best drawing yet. Oh yeah, show me what you let me see. Let me see. Let me see. See what you working with real quick. See what you working with. Oh, you ain't saying nothing yet. You ain't saying nothing yet. And look, essentially when you break it down, when I break stuff down like this, fam, it will all make sense. All right? I'll send you a pic real quick. Okay, all good. It will all make sense. Because everything that I'm talking about, I want y'all to be able to, let's say you in class and you doodling and or whatever the case may be, man. It just makes sense. It will make sense. And essentially that's not bad. See this right here? Not bad. You can utilize that. Essentially. You know what I'm saying? And even the structure of this dragon, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention. If, like, say if you redraw this, just pay attention to the structure of the dragon when you are, if you're using a reference or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what is going on. The dagger, we can fix the dagger. All this is essentially fixable, you know what I'm saying? And this right here looks to me like a print, man. Like on cap to you. It's like a print, man. Yeah, I'm already knowing, like, that look like a print, man. Like, yo, y'all can't trick me, man. Yeah, that look like a print, man. Oh, and essentially this right here, the line work, you can utilize this. Just keep it structured, you know what I'm saying? And no, matter of fact, we're gonna utilize this. All right, we're gonna utilize this, fam. All right. So, let me erase some of these squiggles, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Cause none of the art is such thing. It's like none of it is really bad art. Like any of it could be improved or redrawn and fixed or anything like that. But essentially, if y'all are trying, when you're really trying, you know what I'm saying? You can try, you know what I'm saying, and do it. I don't know how to make legs, so I just make torsos. Okay, all good. All right, so let me show y'all. Let me show y'all a little example. So we got your art picture right here, right? All right, we see the lines squiggly and stuff like that. So this also lets me know that you actually attempted to draw it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you had a reference, you probably did have a reference of some sort, but it does let me know that you did attempt, because we see the For me, I'm good at peeping like how people do stuff. Because when I was little, I used to try to pretend like I drew stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, I will know the difference. You know what I'm saying? I will know the difference. So like this right here, I can't tell you use the reference of some sort. you jag the lines up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But this all can be fixed, you know what I'm saying? So essentially, this is kind of how I could tell authentic submissions from unauthentic submissions. And for people that's joining in, y'all, we're just doing little sessions. So if y'all hit the like button, sub if y'all really vibe with what I'm teaching, and it's just a little vibe. All right. So essentially, you say you need help drawing um legs and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and utilize the same character. I'm not gonna change much on it at all in any way, shape, or form. But even this character, you don't really need well, you could give it any type of legs that you necessarily want, and it was still a character. So let me go ahead and show y'all this real quick. So you got a cat, a cool cat with some shades. So let's essentially just draw that. And keep in mind, I'm not gonna change much of the picture. I'm gonna quite legitimately just show you how easy it is to essentially give your cat legs, or any character you draw legs. So let's go ahead and just speed draw this real quick. Boom. And let's go ahead and pull it right here. And you got the head. So we're gonna start off by pulling the head right here. Let's give it some ears. All right, let's give it some ears. Essentially. And we'll give it a triangle right here. Now, I would just give it like a little what would you call it? I guess pattern on it. You know what I'm saying? A little pattern. Essentially. Let's do the little cat face. Cat face right here. Let's do the and essentially you can draw a little cat face, right? Right here. And let's go to I high key drew this cat way too big to demonstrate legs. Let me go on the first page. But high key, I still want to finish it. I'm not gonna cap to you. I still want to finish it. No cap. I still want to finish it. I really do. Because I like the aesthetic of this cat. So I will most definitely give it like fingers. Right? And essentially this mother like it's in a little dance move. So we would keep his fingers like about right here. And let's just put the fingers about right there. And this is gonna be the body for the cat. So let's move to another page, and let me put it on another page. We're gonna take it from this to this, and I'm gonna put it on one more page. Do I like your mic? Let's see. Hold up, you sent something. Let's check it out. Oh, that's pretty casual, good mic. I would say pretty good casual mic. I would say. All right, so let's go back to 4G. All right, so we're gonna show you how to add legs to your cat. All right. Now essentially, I just speed drawing this cat. I'm whipping up something. All good, fam. Yeah, just keep on drawing, man. Keep on drawing. And the more you draw, the more you will see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's redraw this cat again, because I kind of ran out of space. All right, so let's do some more shades. You feel me? And this I'll be showing y'all, like these processes are. This is not stuff y'all need to be overthinking. You know what I'm saying? And some people are like, well, it's easy for you to say because you're basically a professional. But I don't want y'all comparing yourself to me. You know what I'm saying? More so, just pay attention to what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Because when I was little, I used to sit there and try to compare myself to people. And that's what limited my art skills from developing. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, and I'm doing this for the head, essentially, and let's give it some big old cat ears, essentially. Boom. And let's do it like this, like that right there. And let's erase some of these guidelines. And that's a good factor to always remember to erase guidelines whenever you gotta erase them. And you see how I'm drawing light, so whenever I do erase, the camera is not picking any of that up. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep the camera alive. And what essentially I'm doing is keeping this cat head right here. Essentially, I'm gonna do right here and pull it down, because you got a line that goes down right here. So we're gonna pull it down right here, and let's go ahead and pull this right here. And I'm gonna try to keep the same format of pretty much what's been drawn. But we're gonna give it just some cat paws type time. Essentially, let's go ahead and do this right here, and I will just give it like a little smug look. You feel me? Like it's a cool cat. Essentially, what we also can do is, since most shades they have these details upon it. So let's just give it a little details of the outlines of the lenses. And this will help the viewers of who's ever seen your art. They will be able to pay attention to the outlines of, the shades you did. And let's just help the eyes. And for the previous one on the other page, where I just essentially gave the cat some more character by giving it like most cats do have like little designs on them. I mean, unless it's just an all black cat or something like that. But essentially, give the cat a little character. Let's give it a little cheekbone, essentially, and actually factually. Let's give it a cheekbone that looks a little bit more natural. All right, boom. I can do the same thing on this side too, since it's practically smiling. So let's go to the arm. Is going to be up here. Okay, I see that submission. I see that submission right there. And we can. That's a UFO. Okay. Okay, all good. And essentially what I would do for this cat is since you got your cat like this, and essentially I will try to make the cat as wide as your cat, right? Because you got to cut off about, let's say, about right here, right? So essentially what you want to do, instead of cutting it off right there, just give it a rounded torso, all right? Just round it. Well, not torso, rounded bottom part of his bottom half. Now really, you got two ways you could go about this. You could give your cat pants, or you could give it no pants. But let's just say you don't want the cat to have pants, you just want it to be a cat, right? Now you see right here where you say your problem was you kind of cut, you get in the habit of cutting most of your pictures off because you struggle with drawing legs. You could quite legitimately, you could give your cat little nubs like this. You see what I'm saying? You see how simple it is? You give your cat little nubs. And then if you don't want your cat to just be nubbed, you erase that, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now you draw, you see you got the outline of the cat like this. So essentially just draw like the little belly of the cat, which most cats do have, depending on the coat of the cat, of course, usually have like some type of pattern on his belly. Um, Now essentially you can just draw some lumps for some cat paws. Essentially, boom, 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 and that's it. Cause it's a cat, you know what I'm saying? Cats don't have fingers like we have. They have like paws. So, and it's a cartoon cat, so you don't have to give it like 5 little paws if you don't want to. It's a cartoon cat. So this cat is a funky cartoon cat hitting a dance move of some sort. Let's draw some music in the background. Like it's clearly just jigging, it's dancing. Some music notes. So essentially what this will do is, it will give you know, the essence of, a cat. And if you want to draw like the little patterns on the back, just draw little lines on the back, indicating the patterns. You say you draw with the pen? Okay, I'm gonna show you some pen strategies as well. All right, show you some pen strats as well, fam. Show you some pen strats, cause I draw with pretty much with anything. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, what else can we do? And this is why pencil, it does give a lot more freedom, clearly, but then it's more so about just detailing certain areas of your cat, and you can practically pull the cat whichever way you want. You got little lines here, you got little lines there, you got little lines here, and this is another way you could emphasize on the cat. Give it a little shadow, indicating that it's having a pretty grand time. And this will make your character a lot more you know see how we got it right there. Essentially, try to get it to where you don't see it through the page, but this is just a casual, like you could it's easy to upgrade your cats, you know what I'm saying, essentially. Now and essentially what I would do in this picture, just give the cat pants. Let's say since you drew with pen, that's a straight mark right there. Let's show you how to do pants for a cat like that. All right, and it's just easy to fix. You know what I'm saying? These are easy fixes, and that's why I be saying like none of these are make or break deals for your cat. You know what I'm saying? Say you got a line, a strong, powerful line that you cannot erase. Right? You can't erase that. See, you can't erase your line right there. So what I would do is, boom, put a line through mine, and let's give this cat some pants now. Now, if we wanted to give it folded pants, just so it's like cuffed up pants, boom, boom. Now this cat got pants. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's easy fixes. You know what I'm saying? Easy fixes. Now, for you would have to go from the line, right? Just go down, go up, go wop, 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 wop. And now your cat will have pants. And you just draw the pants lines. What you want to do? Give it pockets. Give it pockets. Right? because we all see pockets every day. So this is the best way you can transform this cat is just simply just loop it and fit his body, his little cat body. You see, if I'm just drawing this little wound, wound, your head will automatically see the outline that I'm doing will fit perfectly with this little cat. And since you draw with a pen, just take the under part of this outline, just draw like a little curve right there, and then just draw legs. Boom, 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 boom. And it's really simple, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I be telling everyone that I teach, especially my art students, is these are simple fixes that you could basically pull your animal, your cat, and give it as much character as you want without overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? And let's say if you did draw something that you just didn't like, and let's say it was going good until you did whatever you did to the art, and you're just like, oh, I messed it up. You could, if you drew something, and let's say you originally drew it, it's no shame in tracing something you already drew. Essentially, like let's say for example, if I drew, because I mean you quite legitimately watch me draw this. So if I drew this character, and let's say I wanted, because I drew it with pen, and I'm like, oh, his backpack. Well, let's say I wanted to change his backpack and make it longer or something like that. I could quite legitimately trace the everything that I loved and then just alter whatever I want to change. You know what I'm saying? Just slightly. Here, just go ahead and give him the backpack strap right there. Boom. And you could just, a small change like that would bring more life to this picture, to this art. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, just give him a briefcase. Boom. All right, so let me go. And I'm gonna pan back and forth between these examples. So let's look at what Chaotic did. Let's look at what Chaotic did. So we're gonna go into what Chaotic did. Boom. All right, so look, you drew a UFO, right? UFO. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, it's not bad. Not bad at all, for real. So let's go to another demonstration. Another demonstration. And I'm gonna do this one with a pen. So I mean, well, really it's a liner. I mean, still a pen. Forget it. Still a pen. All right. So essentially, I will look at this UFO. All right. I will look at what you drew, and essentially, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna change too much on it. I'm just gonna show you just how simple these fixes are for art. You know what I'm saying? Let's draw this UFO, and clearly you start off with drawing like a saucer-like structure. Boom. Now the reason why I'm gonna leave this gap way is because right here you have the what they will be the anti-gravity light that is coming out of the UFO. Right? It's anti-gravity. So we do have this circular motion right here. And let's just pull the light like that. Boom. Now we can just. Now, if we want to put somebody floating up or whatever, that's up to us. Now let's just draw lights going all around. And me personally, I practice drawing with erasers, without erasers, so I can always adapt to people's art styles. You know what I'm saying? Or the way they like to draw. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do a little bit more detailing on the bottom part. And we're not changing too much on it. We're just making it, some adding little details. Now what I would do, um, let's see, let's go back to your flying saucer. What I would do is let's add some depth. So you see how it looks just flat, right? So let's add depth to the top part of the saucer, right? And these are just things that you see how I'm saying, like it adds depth. Now it looks like this, if something was to go into this ship, it actually has somewhere to go or be held in, you know what I'm saying? Now we would go like this, and essentially we can add whatever pretty much structure that we want right here. But just for the simplicity of the art, let's go and add little details about right here. Little details on this side and just line it up, right? Then we would go right here, line it up. We could add some more lights right here. Maybe these could be freaking destructo beams or zapper 3000 or whatever the case may be. Then we would quite legitimately pull up that window, right? See what I'm saying? Like, it's simple, but it's just the small stuff that you can be adding to the structure of what you're drawing, and you can quite legitimately pull whatever you want out of this situation. All right. And I'm gonna react to all these, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and react to these. Let me freaking pick some emojis right here. I'm gonna just react to these real quick. Put some fire right there. Try to trick me right there. And put some fire right there. Boom. Because essentially, I mean, all this stuff is stuff that we can always utilize. You know what I'm saying? It's all usable. So let's go back to this this example that Chaotic did with this UFO. So let's add some little antennas right here. Maybe this is the way that the freaking aliens connect to their radio waves and connect and communicate with each other, right? So essentially, you got a little alien up in there, or what I like to call greens, because real aliens don't necessarily look like this. That's another topic, but anyway, because extraterrestrial life forms come in many different shapes and sizes, which that's something that y'all will figure out about these extraterrestrial forms. All right, so okay, we got about 21 minutes. About 21 minutes. All right, so let's say you were drawing a little demon seed, because these right here that we talking about right here, if you drawing these are freaking demonic specimens. Whether they're grays or greens or whatever the case may be. But y'all will most definitely figure that out in a little while. So let's go ahead and give them big old bulky eyes. Right. And then what type of face expression do I want to give them? Let's give them like a little devious little face, a little devious little grin. Pretty much, and give them like little eyebrows. but essentially alien eyebrows because they don't really have freaking hair on their face. And essentially, the way I would draw their hands, because he will most definitely have to be controlling this ship, I would draw him like little hands, like this. Then boom, and you can fly around, right? You don't want him just to not be able to fly around, essentially. So he can fly around up in this little ship. And essentially, let's go ahead and give him like his antennas. All right there. And his suit. Let's just say he escaped Area 51. And he's seeking vengeance on all of the freaking the governors, and he's freaking he's stealing freaking chocolate bars, stealing boxes of chocolate bars because on his spare time he loves to eat chocolate bars. I don't know, just to give him the freaking box of chocolate bars. Let's open the box because why not? You open the box of chocolate bars and let's just draw them all, just panning up into he loves chocolate and he can't resist. So he's stealing all the chocolate bars, and this is how he gets by. He just survives off chocolate. This particular specific specimen. Essentially, it's just giving him these chocolate bars, and he just vibes with it, and this is how he gets by. He can't help himself. He just can't. And let's just draw a bunch of chocolate bars all up in here. And like just think of art as simple as you can, but the simpleness. Chalk Lock. We're gonna just name the chocolate brand Chalk Lock. And this is how you can begin to tell stories with your art. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple. You know what I'm saying? Simple stuff like this that goes into play. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is just stuff y'all can practice. You can enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all start doing art more like more often, and you see I could draw with a eraser, without an eraser. So essentially the eraser is not needed, but the eraser will be your friend even if you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like right here we just took with Chaotic Drew, and we basically just took the simple stuff and we buffed it up, and essentially not necessarily making it better because what you drew was already a good enough depiction for anyone to look at that and be like, all right, this is a UFO. But I took the flatness of it and I made it 3D, right? Just drew the same circle. We gave it depth, dimension, right? And this is where essentially, hey, when these chocolate bars go up in here, hey, it has somewhere to be stored. You know what I'm saying? And it gives more dimension as of to, here. I mean, yeah, we could, it's a cartoon. We could just make it just take whatever we want. But, and the katana. Oh, look, see, yeah, boom, you see? Boom. Exactly. All right. So you give it dimension. And you know what I'm saying? Like this is a better construct than this. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about progression. You know what I'm saying? It's all about progression. So we did help you progress from this to this. You know what I'm saying? So that's progression. You know what I'm saying? That's progression. All the way. All the way progression. You know what I'm saying? So that does show that you are picking up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, let's say he said, yo, I see the difference. And exactly like what I'm teaching y'all is uh if you do draw something, man, don't be afraid to redraw it. Cause you quite legit, bro. You went from this and now you at this, man. That's progression, fam. That's progression. So that's all I'm trying to teach y'all, man. Y'all not gonna have to just be drawing like 5-star portraits after the first lessons, but as you apply lessons and let's just say you keep on utilizing what I'm telling you, you just learn shapes. All right, so we could do like this again. And let's say if you wanted to just take it up a notch, and let's just say let's just do this little circular shape. Then the next step would be to maybe just add like a ring around this part, you know what I'm saying? And then go up with it, right? And then draw the glass shape, and then you could draw textures on the ring of the ship. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say he closed the hatchet. Just put a little circle right here and just draw like a little spiral. Cause you know most times they open up in a little spiral anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it's just all about progressions. And you might want to just add a little shadowing under this part. Just to give it little textures. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be all the way just super perfect every single time until you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get what you want, that's what you build off of it. And it said my paper is huge. Nah, really it's not. It just looks that way because I'm close up. But you know, because this is like a computer, right? And essentially, it's not huge paper. It just seems to be huge. Now I do have papers that are huge, but you know, this one's a pretty good casual book. But I just draw like small. If the smaller you draw, the you know, the better everything will be. You see, like if I zoom in, get close up on stuff. Now this is where I can really detail stuff and really just make stuff happen, right? And just really just lock it in. And essentially, you could add you could name the ship. Let's name it Xeno. And this is where illustration will become a lot more in depth. Let's do 5.0. Now when somebody look at it, let that focus. Xeno 5.0. They would automatically be like, oh dang, you name your stuff, you give it depth and characters, and you name your characters, and you could write a book, you could write a story, you could quite legitimately just go all in on this. And let's just say we want to give him freaking weapons, right? And now we got weapons. Oh yeah, what time would I be live tomorrow? Essentially, since it's 3:46 a.m. I might try to do a live at like, I try not to do them super late because I know most of y'all be having school and stuff like that. But I might do one at about 6 o'clock, something like that. maybe 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just simple stuff. Nah, I don't got school. Okay, all good, fam. So, cause usually I try to find a YouTube schedule for like what YouTube float people to my live streams, because it's kind of been changing and stuff like that. You say you dropped out. So what's your plan, Chaotic? You gonna start a business or something like that? Just start an art business, fam. So you're gonna need some type of plan, fam. You become an entrepreneur. Something, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have a backup plan, fam. Alright, for sure. He said already. Most definitely. Just stick with that business, man. And if your parents do got it to where you can get a GED or anything like that, most definitely consider getting a GED or anything, just in case you want to work for a company to get some extra cash on you. You know what I'm saying? Because the GED thing is real easy. I'm not gonna cap to you. Like that's gonna be easy peasy. But these are just things you could y'all could just work with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Work with this stuff. Boom. Boom. And I actually do hire people, but my job that I hire for is basically commission based. So essentially, if you could find people that purchase like art, you know what I'm saying, then I pay people 10% of whatever somebody bought, basically. So to break down some numbers for you, because if you did say you dropped out, I do want to give people ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? Which essentially on my spare time, since I do got my own organization, I do help people get money. So this is not gonna allow you 3 hours in here. Okay, all good, all good. You live in Alaska. Okay, all good. And you draw anime. Okay, all good. Crispy, who's your favorite anime character? Who's your favorite anime character? Now for chaotic, I'm gonna break down some numbers to you so you can see what I mean by I pay people 10%. Let's say, because keep in mind, I usually charge people depending on what they have to offer if it's in person, but people that are online uh or long distance, since I have to cover the shipping fee or whatever. So I don't know if Pokemon counts, but it's Gengar from Pokemon. Hold up, let me see before I explain this. Oh, okay, I know that Pokemon. That's easy. That's easy peasy. I might have to do one of those. I might have to do one of those. I mean, technically, Pokemon does count as an anime. Yeah, it does. It does. I remember that Pokemon. These are Pokemons. I be having to look them up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. I did just look it up. I did. I had to, man. Because keep in mind, I didn't grow up watching Pokemon, but I had a homeboy when I was growing up, bro. Loved Pokemon. Like he loved it. So in order to connect with him, I would quite legitimately learn Pokemon just for him. And he had Pokemon White, Pokemon Black, Pokemon X, Pokemon Y. Like bro was all on all the Pokemon games. So I had to really learn some of the Pokemon. Gengar, you know what I'm saying? That a common Pokemon. So that's kind of how I knew that one. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, me personally, and I already told y'all, I didn't watch Pokemon growing up, but my homie did, so I had to, connect with him, find a way to connect with him. Cause I grew up on stuff like this. Let me show y'all what I grew up on. I watched like Bleach anime. Pune. This right here. Man, if you want a show that's entertaining, boy, I'm talking about I was on Bleach. I'm talking about, whoa, I just thought you showed your face because it was laggy. Saw that movie. Or this, or you know, they got movies out. They got freaking they got the whole TV series out. I used to be on I'm pretty sure y'all know about this one.